Morning, everyone. How you doing? We are here. I'm just going to get set up, and then we can get moving. Excited to have everyone here this morning. Sunday morning yoga is one of my favorite things. It's just a great way to kind of close the week out, or start the new week. And this morning, I'm excited to be teaching. Excited to see everyone. Check in with me. Let me know that you're here. Who do we have? Mary Sullivan Preston is here. Hi. How are you, Mary? Excited you're here. Gonna give it just a few minutes, and then we can start. Just need my timer. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Grab my timer. Thank you, Mary. Patrick. You know what I do is, Patrick's asking about heat. So, yeah, it's really hard to get it hot enough. You know, so what I do, and what I did this morning is I actually go get my hot tub, but a really hot shower beforehand. Super helpful. Also doing, I've been teaching with my cohort of teachers as well. We do that every Saturday morning. I actually teach in my bathroom. I put the shower on real hot, only for a few minutes. I'm not wasting a ton of water. I fill up both the sinks with hot water. I know this is totally ridiculous. And I've used a humidifier in there before. The humidifier we have doesn't work that well. But yesterday, I just had a space heater that I have here in the bathroom, and you know, it's pretty cramped in there. It's difficult. I have to kind of maneuver around a little bit, but I definitely got a sweat on. So I would say that. Also, I've got like one of those little fake fireplaces that's really just a heater, and those seem to help as well. But yeah, I mean, you can't get anything up near 105 degrees, and I think that that's an important thing to talk about. I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. I just want to get this posted on my Facebook page, and then we can get started. Do not disturb. All right, so I'd like to get started. I want to talk about just a couple of things. So one is we are doing a series of postures that are typically done and were designed to be done, not initially, but after several years, and for the last several decades, have been done in a heated room with a lot of humidity. And I think it's really important that we listen to our bodies. And right now, most of us are not able to have that heat and that humidity, which allows us to go deeper into the postures. And the last thing I want anybody to do is to injure themselves. So I'm going to offer some modifications that you may or may not have seen before in some of them. And I wanted to talk just briefly about doing your best and what that looks like. And for me, I know I'm going to give you the best yoga class that I can possibly give you today. And I ask that you just give it your best, and whatever that is for you today. Really, that's not about going deeper into the postures or finding the fullest expression of a posture, but really listening to your body is the best thing that you can do today for yourself, for the people around you. And just being here is really, that's phenomenal. It's really hard for some people to just get out of bed in the morning, and so I know it can be for me. And so just being here and moving and knowing what's good for your body is a great thing. So thanks for being here. Thanks for doing your best. And I've got a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you don't need one for this practice. But I'm going to offer some modifications today that you can use that yoga block. And so you can use, a big can of tomato sauce or a pillow, which is not quite as rigid, but a giant book. We've got a ton of games over here you could use. A game box for a brick or a block. So whatever works for you. But I'm just wanted to say that if you have one, don't be afraid to use it. So, all right, here we go. JL, good to see you. Let's start with opening breathing. Toes and heels touch. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw if you can. Just breathe in and out, nice and normal. We're going to start with opening breathing. Interlace all 10 fingers. Place them underneath the chin. Exhale all your air through your mouth. And then inhale, elbows come up. Exhale, head comes back. Elbows come forward. Nice firm thighs, firmly planted feet. Inhale, head comes down. Elbows come up, up, up. And exhale, head comes back. Elbows forward. Think about a very intentional movement here instead of a quick one. Inhale, chin pressing into knuckles, knuckles into chin. Chin is parallel with the ground, elbows all the way up. Exhale, head comes back, elbows parallel with the ground. Feet are firm, weight slightly into the heels here. Inhale, head down, elbows up, stomach sucks in. Exhale, head comes back, elbows forward. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, biggest breath yet. Final 1. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find your stillness. Find that breath. Standing half moon is next. Arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release the pointer fingers. Tick-tock the arms back and forth, right and left, right and left, right and left. Just warming up side bodies, lower back. If you want to take a forward fold, feel free to do so. Little back bend here. Moving the hips, whatever feels good for you. Little freestyle movement here. And then inhale, come back to center. Biceps frame the ears, gaze is forward. Exhale, fingertips go right, hips go left. Gaze is forward, chin is off of chest. Big toes are touching, weight slightly into the heels. Calves are hugging to the bones. Kneecaps lift, thighs are engaged. Glutes are engaged. Suck the stomach in. Right side body elongating, left side body elongating. Gaze is forward. Biceps frame the ears, palms press together, fingertips reach to the right, hips reach to the left. Just go to your comfort zone. We're looking for endurance here. Find the shape that is comfortable for you to stay in for 1 full minute. Gaze is forward, chin is off of chest. Reach with the fingertips. Press with the hips. And with an inhale, come on up. Exhale, release. Inhale, and then exhale. Fingertips go left, hips go right. Weight slightly into the heels, calves hugging to the bone, hips pressing to the right, fingertips reaching left. Gaze is forward, chin off of chest. Biceps framing the ears, palms pressing together and reaching. Find the shape that is right at your edge. Whatever feels comfortable. We don't want to stress the body too much right in the beginning. Find your fullest expression here. Keep breathing. Press the hips just a little further to the right. Reach to the left. And with an inhale, come on up. Gaze up at the thumbs. Biceps comes to ears. Back bend is next. Fingertips trace across the ceiling. Go easy on this first one. Biceps stay with ears. Fingertips reach back. Hips press forward. And with an inhale, come on up. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Walk out the feet right and left, right and left, right and left. Want to warm up the low back here as much as we possibly can. Let the head come down. Relax the back of the head towards the earth. podHOT60 is next. Tuck the hands underneath the heels, fingertips pointing towards the big toes. Little pinky fingers touch. If you can't reach your heels, that's okay. Grab the calves. Hands come behind. Nose nestles in the knees. Chest and thighs touching here if you can. If you can't, that's okay. And then pull on the heels, lift the hips. Hips are lifting, head is energetically coming down towards the mat. We're pulling on the heels with bicep strength. Hips are lifting, trying to straighten the legs as much as we can. And then release the hands. With an inhale and a flat back, come on up. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Second set. Standing half moon, arms overhead, interlace all 10 fingers, release the pointer fingers. Big inhale, exhale, fingertips go right, hips go left. Gazes forward. Firmly plant both feet into the mat. Weight comes to the heels. Hug muscle to bone in the legs. Suck the stomach in. Extend through both side bodies. See, find your edge, and then stay there. Gazes forward. Biceps press into the ears. Palms pressing together. Gazes forward. Find your fullest expression here, and then with an inhale, come on up. Exhale. Inhale, find your tallest self. Exhale, fingertips go left, hips go right. Gazes forward. Chin is off of chest. Weight slightly into the heels. Press the hips to the right. Reach the fingertips left. Biceps hugging the ears, palms pressing together. Find your fullest expression here. And then with an inhale, come on up. Gaze up at the thumbs. Back bend is next. Biceps hug the ears. Fingertips reach back. Hips press forward. Hips pressing forward. Extending through low back, middle back, upper back. Look back. Go back. Find your fullest expression here. And then with an inhale, come on up. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Hands will find the earth. Walk the legs out, right and left, right and left, right and left. This is a posture where we can tend to go just a little too far, a little too soon. So maybe just hands on the back of the calves this time. If you do, tuck your hands underneath the heels. Bend the knees deeply first. Tuck the fingertips underneath the heels. Little pinky fingers are touching. This is a great place to stay. Knees bent. Nose nestled in between knees. This is a difficult posture because your airway is blocked somewhat. And then if you feel comfortable here, you can start to lift the hips, pulling on the heels with bicep strength. Forearms are wrapped behind the calves, nose nestled in between the knees. Spine elongates towards the mat. Lift the hips just a little more. And release the hands. With a nice flat back and an inhale, come on up. Arms overhead. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Find your breath. 3-part awkward series is next. Right foot steps out about 6 inches. Arms reaching forward. Shoulders still in the shoulder sockets, but all 5 fingers touching on each hand. Look down. Big toes should be pointed straight forward. Hips go back. Fingertips reaching forward. So reaching forward with the fingertips, arms parallel with the earth. See if you can get your thighs parallel with the earth. Weight into heels here. Gazes forward, shoulders back. Chin off of chest. And with an inhale, come on up, all the way up to tiptoes. Flex the ankles forward. And then slowly start to bend the knees. As we bend the knees, sliding the back down an imaginary wall. Back is flat. Ankles flexed forward. Up on the tiptoes as much as possible. And with an inhale, come on up. Release the heels down. Knees press together energetically. And then slowly count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Heels are lifting. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels are off the ground. Thighs are parallel with the earth. Arms are just above the thighs. Should look like a box. And then slowly come out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot meets left. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find that stillness. Find your breath. Eagle. Garudasana is next. Arms overhead. Right arm comes under left. Wraps up. Pull the elbows down. Sink deeply into the chair. Right leg lifts over top. Wraps behind the calf. Right leg, right hip comes back. Pull the elbows down. Pull the shoulders down. Ankles, knees, elbows, nose, all in one line. Sink just a little deeper. Inhale, come on up. Arms overhead. Left arm under right. If this left arm under right doesn't feel good, you can always just grab opposite shoulders as well. Pull the elbows down. Sink deeply into the chair. Left leg over right leg. If you can, wrap your foot around the calf and then pull left hip back. Ankles, knees, elbows, all in one line. Gaze is forward, back is flat. Sink just a little deeper. And with inhale, come on up. Arms overhead, second set. Right arm wraps underneath or grab opposite shoulders. Pull the elbows down. Sink deeply into the chair. Right leg wraps over left. Wraps behind the calf. And then pull the right hip back to align ankles, knees, and elbows. Elbows pull down. We're compressing all the major joints here. Gaze is forward, chin off of chest. Sink a little deeper. And release. Come on up. Arms overhead. Left arm under right. Pull elbows down. Sink deeply into the chair. Left leg over right leg. Wraps behind the calf. Left leg pulls back into alignment. Ankles, knees, elbows all in one line. Then pull the elbows down. Pull the shoulders down. Sink a little deeper. Gaze is forward. And release. Come on up. Arms overhead. Arms by your side. Find Tadasana. Find your stillness. That is our warm-up. Grab a drink of water. Balancing series is next. With this balancing series, I think a lot of us are probably practicing on carpet. I know I am. And so just be aware that practicing with something that's moving below you, like carpet, is more challenging. So if you can't get into the fullest expression or as deep as you have before, along with the heat and humidity not being present, be understanding with your body. Just do your best. Ground down in the left leg. Right leg lifts to 90 degrees. Right thigh is parallel with the earth. Shoulders back, gaze is forward. This is a proud posture. This is a great place to stay. If left leg is completely straight, you can round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the right foot. All 10 fingers interlaced if you can. Kicking the heel forward, toes back. This is also a great place to stay. If you want to go into the next step, left leg completely straight, right leg kicks out, heel first, toes back. All 10 fingers interlaced. Elbows come below calf. Gaze is forward. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Ground down in the right leg, left leg lifts. Left thigh is parallel to the earth. Shoulders back, gazes forward. This is a great place to stay, a great place to work on balancing. Right leg completely straight and strong. If that's the case and you want to move forward, round forward and with a basket grip. Grab underneath the sole of the left foot. Kick the heel forward and toes back. This is a great place to stay. Right leg completely straight and you want to move forward. Kick the left leg forward, heel forward, toes back. Right leg completely straight, left leg completely straight. Elbows come below the calf. Gaze is forward. And release. Left leg finds the earth. Right hand to low back, left hand to low back. Little supported back bend here feels good. Energetically pull the elbows together, press the hips forward. And release. Second set. Standing forehead to knee. Ground down in the left leg. Right leg lifts 90 degrees. This is a great place to stay. If left leg is completely straight and you want to move forward, ground down in the left leg, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the right foot. Extend the right leg forward, heel forward, toes back. Elbows come to calf. Chin finds chest. Forehead finds the knee. Fullest expression here. And release. Right leg finds the earth. Ground down in the right leg. Left leg lifts 90 degrees. This is a great place to stay. This is a proud posture. If right leg is completely straight and strong, round forward and with a basket grip, grab underneath the sole of the left foot. Kick the left leg forward, heel forward, toes back. Calves, elbows find the calves. Chin finds chest, forehead, and knee pressed together. Fullest expression here. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Right hand to low back, left hand to low back. Elbows energetically pull together. Press the hips forward, look back, go back. And release. Standing bow pulling is next. Ground down in the left leg. Right elbow to right hip crease, palm facing the sky. If you're new to this practice, this grip is very important for shoulder health. Palm faces the sky, shoulder rotates out. Drop the hand down. Imagine you have change in it, and then grab the ankle from the inside. So shoulder does not move here. Just grab the ankle from the inside. Left arm lifts. Gaze is forward. Hinge at the waist. Kick back and reach forward. We're reaching with the left fingers, kicking with the right leg, kicking foot into hand, pulling on the foot as well. Finding bow tension here. Stretching ourselves apart, heart spiraling towards the sky. Two shoulders in one line. Left leg is completely straight and strong, unbroken. Weight is in all four corners of the foot. Thigh is engaged, calf is engaged. Abdomen parallel with the earth, gazes forward. Kick and reach, kick and reach, kick and reach. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Left elbow to left hip crease, palm facing the sky. Hand comes out to the side, drop the hand down as if you have money in it and you don't want to drop it. Grab the ankle from the inside. Right arm lifts. Reach forward with the fingertips. Kick back. Hinge at the waist.
gaze is forward. Abdomen parallel with the earth. Kicking into the hand with the foot. Reaching forward with the fingertips. 2 shoulders in one line. Heart spirals towards the sky. Right leg is very strong and straight. All 4 corners pressing into the mat. Calf is engaged, thigh is engaged. Bow tension felt in right arm and left. 2 shoulders, one line, gaze is forward. Fullest expression here. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Find your stillness. Find Tadasana. Find that mountain pose. Immovable. Second set. Right elbow to right hip crease. Drop the hand down. Grab the ankle from the inside. Left arm lifts. This might be your best today, right here. Left arm lifted. Left leg completely engaged. And just kicking the hand slightly into the foot. That's okay. Hinge forward. Gaze forward. And kick back. Kick and reach, kick and reach. Heart spiraling towards the sky. Fullest expression here. Abdomen parallel with the earth, 2 shoulders in one line. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Left elbow to left hip crease, palm facing the sky. Drop the hand down. Grab the ankle from the inside. Right arm lifts. This is a great place to stay. Kicking hand, foot into hand, pulling on the foot. If you want to move forward, hinge forward. Abdomen parallel with the earth. Fingertips reaching forward. Leg kicking back, gaze is forward. Right leg grounds down into the earth. Calf engaged, thigh engaged. Reach and kick, reach and kick, reach and kick. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Find your breath. Take a couple of breaths here. In and out through the nose if you can. Step to the back of the mat. Tula Dandasana is next. Big toes touch, heels touch. Arms overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers, release the pointer fingers. Step forward on the right foot. Left toes hover. Hinge at the waist, and you're here for 10, 9, 8. Back is nice and flat. Drop the left hip down. We're here for just 3, 2, and 1. Step back with the right foot. Step forward on the left foot. Right toes hover. Hinge at the waist. We're here for just 10 seconds. Reaching forward with the fingertips. Reaching back with the toes. Back is flat. Left leg completely engaged. And release. Come on back. Arms by your side. Find your stillness. Find your breath. Second set, arms overhead. Interlace your fingers maybe differently than you did the last time. Cross the thumbs. Step forward on the right foot, left toes hover. Hinge at the waist. Back is flat. Fingertips reaching forward, toes reaching back. Stretching yourself apart, natural human traction. And release, come on up. Step forward on the left foot, right toes hover. Hinge at the waist. Reach forward with the fingertips. Reach back with the toes. Back is flat. Stretching yourself apart. And release. Come to the back of the mat. Arms by your side. Find that stillness. Find your breath. Find Tadasana. Quarter turn towards the right. I guess it's towards the left for me. Arms out to a T, big step out to the right, wide leg, forward fold. feet parallel with the side of the mat or slightly pigeon-toed in. That is for hip health. Gaze is forward. Slowly go down. Hinge at the waist. Arms are still to a T. Chin is forward. Chest is forward. Hands can slide down the outside of the feet. Grab for the outside of the feet. Big toes, calves, whatever feels good to you today. Weight slightly into the heels. I'm using my block to support my head today. Pulling on the outside of the feet with bicep strength. Lifting the quadriceps. Engaged in the quadriceps. Stretching in the hamstrings. Slowly. Let the spine elongate towards the earth. Relax the neck. Relax the throat. Arms to a T. With core strength. Come on up nice and slow. Right foot meets left, back of mat, arms by your side. Find stillness. Find your breath. Second set, wide leg forward fold. Big step out to the right, arms to a T. Slowly go down. Back flat, chest forward, chin forward. Thighs engaged. Hands will find the calves, outside of the feet, ankles, big toes. Relax the throat, relax the back of the neck. Top of head energetically moves towards the mat. Lift the kneecaps, engage in the quadriceps, pulling on the outside of the feet with bicep strength. Lengthen the spine down towards the mat. Arms to a T with abdomen strength. Come on up nice and slow. Right foot meets left. Arms by your side. Find your stillness. Recharge. Hot triangle is next. Arms overhead. Big step out to the right, bigger than the last. Right toes pivot towards the front of the mat. Find warrior two, so right thigh is parallel with the ground. Arms are to a T, gaze is forward. Palms rotate towards the side. Tick-tock the arms 6 and 12. Extending through the left arm, extending through the right arm. I'm trying to find a little more lift in my right side, so I'm using this block to help me lift in that right side. Sometimes I tend to collapse a little bit. Right fingertips can be pointing between big and second toe. Right arm is actively engaged. See how I'm not resting my hand on the block, I'm pushing myself up. Right elbow is pressing right knee. Left knife edge pressing into the ground. Stretching your arms apart. And with an inhale, come on up. Right toes in. Left toes rotate out. Bend deeply in the left knee. Rotate the palms. Tick-tock the arms 6 and 12. Sink deeply in that right hip. Knife edge of a right foot pressing into the mat. Right fingertips reaching towards the sky. Left fingertips reaching between the big and second toe. Both side bodies elongated here, spiraling the heart open towards the sky. Stretching the arms apart. And with an inhale, come on up. Left toes in. Right foot meets left, back of mat, arms by your side. Find your stillness. Find that breath. Second set, hot triangle. Arms overhead. Big step out to the right. Toes rotate towards the front of the mat. Bend deeply in that right knee. Find warrior two. Right thigh parallel with the mat. Palms rotate towards the side. Tick-tock the arms 6 and 12. We're deeply engaged in both feet here, pressing into the mat. So we've got opposite energies going on with our arms. One's reaching towards the sky, one's reaching towards the earth, and then both feet are firmly planted into the earth. Lifting both side bodies, elongating through both side bodies, twisting, heart towards sky, and release. Come on up. Right toes in, left toes out. Rotate the palms towards the side. Tick-tock the arms 6 and 12. Knife edge of right foot firmly pressed into the mat. Right leg is completely straight. Sink deeply into the left hip. Sink deeply into the right hip. Right fingertips reaching towards the sky. Left fingertips reaching towards the earth. Heart spirals skyward. And with an inhale, come on up. Left toes in. Arms overhead. Arms by your side. Right foot meets left. Find your stillness. Step out to the right about 2 or 3 feet. Rotate on the heels. Separate leg stretching. Arms overhead. Cross the thumbs. Dive down over the right knee. Fingertips will reach the mat. Forehead and knee pressing into one another. Try to straighten the right leg. It doesn't mean it needs to be straight. It just means it needs to straighten. By pressing forehead into knee, knee into forehead. Little pinky fingers pressing into the mat. Throat is choked. It's difficult to breathe here. And with an inhale, come on up. Rotate on the heels. Dive down over the left knee. Forehead and knee will meet. Pressing into the mat with both feet. Try to straighten the left leg. Forehead and knee are pressing into one another. Little pinky fingers pressing into the mat. And with an inhale, come on up. Left toes in. Right foot meets left. Back of mat. Find stillness. Find that Tadasana. Find that mountain pose. Just breathe. Tree and toe stand are next. Ground down in the left leg. Right leg lifts 90 degrees. Right foot finds left hip crease. Nestles into the left hip crease. Right knee comes down. Right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center. This is a great place to stay. If you want to move forward into toe stand, hinge at the waist. Hands will find the earth. Knee will bend. Heel will lift. Hands walk to either side of your body. Right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center. Hips pop up off of heels. Gazes forward. And reverse out. Meet us in tree. One final breath here in tree. And release. Right foot finds the earth. Ground down in the right leg. Left leg lifts to 90 degrees. Right foot or left foot finds right hip crease. Left hand to heart center. If you can, right hand to heart center. If you want to move into toe stand, hinge forward. Hands will find the mat. Walk the hands back. Knee will bend, heel will lift. Hands walk back toward either side of the body, right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center. Find your stillness. Hand reverse out, meet us in tree. Gaze is forward. Final breath in tree. And release. Left foot finds the earth. Savasana is next. Lie down, back on the mat, back of head on the mat. Palms facing the sky. We will be here for at least 2 minutes. Relax the back of your head on the mat completely. Relax your toes. Relax your ankles. Relax your calves. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax the hips. Relax your lower back. Relax the middle back. Relax your shoulders into the mat. Let them melt into the mat. Relax your fingertips, your forearms, your elbows. Relax the back of your head into the mat. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. Drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth and just breathe. Wind removing is next. Right leg lifts, bend at the knee, grab just below the knee on the shin. Pull the knee in towards the armpit, avoiding the rib cage. As I exhale, I pull the knee in just a little deeper. As I inhale, I press shin bone against fingertips. Exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale, press knee against fingertips. And release the right leg. Left leg lifts. Bend at the knee, grab just below the knee on the shin. Pull the knee in towards the armpit. As I exhale, I pull the knee in just a little deeper. Just a slight pinch in the hip crease. As I inhale, press shins against fingertip. And release left leg. Both legs lift. Grab opposite elbows just below the knees. Back of head is on the mat. Back of shoulders on the mat if you can. Pulling knees in towards the chest. Big toes are touching, heels are touching. And then drop the tailbone down. See if you can elongate your spine on the mat as you're compressing. Top of head to tailbone touching the mat.
And release. Find Savasana. Next is a yogi sit-up, arms overhead. Do your best yogi sit-up that you can imagine. I think it's the only one we're going to do in this class. So big inhale, double exhale. Yogi sit-up. Turn it over to your belly. Forearm plank is next. This is a great place to see what your best is today with no judgment. Sometimes for me that means on my knees. Sometimes it means just lying on my belly, and that's okay. Our best means different things for everybody each day. In forearm plank, pressing all 10 toes into the mat. Back is flat. Abdomen is engaged. You should be shaking somewhat. Forearms pressing into the mat. Thumbs pressing into the mat. Pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger pressing into the mat. Gaze is forward. Spine is elongated here. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head can find stacked hands, Sphinx, seal pose, whatever feels good to you this morning. Bhujangasana is next. Cobra pose. We're going to do our best impression of a cobra here. Big toes pressed together, heels pressed together, knees should be off the mat. Palms underneath the shoulders, elbows pressing back towards the hips, and then lift the chest. That might just be a couple inches off the ground, that's okay. Press into the mat with all 10 fingers, press into the mat with the toes, lift the chest, elbows energetically go back towards hip. Lift the chest just a little more, and release. Left ear to the mat, look right. Reverse. Savasana. Half locust, Portasalabhasana is next. Shimmy the hands underneath the stomach. Elbows will be underneath the stomach, hands will be in groin. Hands will be touching, palms will be touching the mat. Relax the left leg. Right leg lifts. Right toes reaching towards the back. Right leg completely straight and strong. Pressing into the mat with all 10 fingers. Weight comes forward into the shoulders. And release. Relax the right leg. Chin is on mat. Lift the left leg. Toes reaching back. Pressing all 10 fingers into the mat. Weight comes forward into the shoulders. Lift the left leg just a little higher. And release. Mouth finds the mat. Hands shimmy just a little closer together. Both legs lift. Mouth is on the mat. Pressing all 10 fingers into the mat. Weight comes forward into the shoulders. Lift up. Go up. And release. Right ear to the mat. Look left. Full locust is next. Arms out to a T, front of shoulders, pressing into the mat. Big toes touch, heels touch. Lift the arms, lift the legs, lift the chest. Fingertips reach out and back. Chest lifts, chin lifts. Big toes pressing together, reaching back, reaching up. Go up, look up, and release. Left ear to the mat, look right. Reverse.
Savasana.
Floor bow. Kick the right leg up. Kick the left leg up. Grab the ankle from the outside. Knees should be about hip width apart. Kick the knees into the hands. Lift the chest. Lift the chest a little more. Kick a little more. Lift the chin. Kick. Kick and lift. Kick and lift. Kick and lift. And release. Right ear to the mat. Look left. Come up to all fours. Tabletop. Fixed firm is next. Knees will touch. Sit in between heels. Right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot. If knees can touch, that is preferable. If your knees hurt, this is a great place to stay. Chest lifting. If you want to go further, there's no sensation in the knees. Right elbow down, left elbow down. You'll probably have some sensation. No pain, that's the word I was looking for. Should be an intense stretch in the quadriceps. If this feels okay, back of head finds the mat. Right hand overhead, left hand overhead. Chest is lifting, knees pressing forward. Hips relaxing into the mat. Natural human bridge here. Just breathe. Right elbow down, left elbow down, left hand, right hand. Come on up. Stretch the right leg back. Stretch the left leg back. Come to the back of the mat for half tortoise. Sitting on the heels. Heels touch, toes, big toes touch. Arms overhead, cross the thumbs. Slowly, with core strength, start to hinge at the waist. Forehead finds the mat, fingertips find the mat. Little pinky fingers pressing into the mat, forehead pressing into the mat. Hips on heels. Arms are active here. Chin is off of chest. Gaze should be right into the mat, like you're seeing to the other side of the world. Stretch the fingertips forward, reach the hips back, and then with an inhale, slowly come up. Fingertips come up, arms by your side. Take a breath here. Find the middle of your mat. Ustrasana is next. Camel pose. Knees should be about 2 fist widths apart. Right hand to low back, left hand to low back. Press the hips forward energetically. Try to pull the elbows together. Lift the chest. Lift the chin. This is a great place to stay. If this feels good to you and you want to go further into a back bend, look back, gaze back, extend through the back. Chest is lifting towards the sky. Right hand to heel, left hand to heel. Chest lifting, hips pressing forward. Just breathe. Left hand to low back, right hand to low back. Head comes up last. Come to the back of the mat for rabbit. If you haven't done this one before, hands out to a T, thumbs facing up, and then just drop the hands down. Thumbs will be on the outside of the feet, fingertips on the inside. This is a compression posture. Please listen carefully. Chin rounds in towards the chest, so press the chin in towards the chest deeply, and then round forward, pulling on the heels with all of your strength. Forehead and knee meet, hips lift off of heels, pressing knees into forehead, forehead into knees, pulling on the heels, hips are lifting, top of head is on the mat, not a lot of weight in the top of the head, and with an inhale, come on up. Roll over on the left hip, right leg reaches out cornerwise, left foot comes to inner thigh, rotate over the right leg, forehead and knee will meet. We are compressing here again, so forehead and knee are pressing into one another. We're trying to straighten the right leg. That doesn't mean that it will be straight. Left foot pressing to the inner thigh. Elbows come down, left shoulder comes down. And with an inhale on abdomen strength, we switch out the legs. Right foot comes in, left foot comes out. We rotate over the left foot. Round forward, forehead and knee meet. Right foot presses to inner thigh. Elbows come down. Try to straighten the left leg. Right shoulder comes down. And with an inhale, come on up. Arms overhead. Lie back. This is our second sit-up. So make it your best. Arms overhead, big inhale, double exhale. Yogi sit up. Peace fingers. Grab the big toes. Walk the hips back. Right and left, right and left, right and left. Pull on the big toes. Bicep strength. Back is flat, gaze is forward, chin off of chest. Fold into the thighs. And release. Half Lord of the Fishes is next. Left leg comes underneath. Left foot meets right hip. Right leg comes over top. Right toes pointing forward. Right hand comes behind and kickstands. Left arm lifts high and we twist. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. You don't need to go deeply in this pose. We're massaging the internal organs. Look at the corner of the right eye. And release. Counter twist if you like. Switch out the legs. Right foot finds left hip. Left foot pointing forward. Left hand comes behind. Right arm lifts high. And we twist. Inhale. Lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Looking out of the corner of the left eye. And twist. And release. Counter twist if you like. Kapalabhati, breath of fire. Sitting on the heels. Hands on thighs, gaze forward, chin off of chest. We're going to do 2 rounds. Inhale will take care of itself. Exhales come from the belly. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Second set will be just a little bit quicker. Here we go. Five, four, three, two, one. Thank you so much for practicing today. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to bring this practice out there. I've said this numerous times, but this practice specifically changed my life, and so there is no greater honor than to bring this to people on a Sunday morning. I'm sure you all did your best. And when you're out in the world today, remember that everybody else is doing their best as well. So, from my heart to yours, namaste. I'll be teaching again on Tuesday at 9 a.m. and Thursday evening at 6 p.m. if you want to catch me again. Thanks everyone for joining me.